Yes. Excellent. So we are ready. Hope you all are ready too. I'm excited. Here's another Quantum Wellness Wednesday. And as you know, I love sharing. I love giving people knowledge and education about their health so that they can pursue their wellness journey with confidence and motivation and inspiration. So I'm Temna Sturdivant. And as most of you know, I am a traditional naturopath, bioenergy nutritional consultant, and so that's all under the umbrella of holistic health practitioner. I have other modalities under my belt, but those are the key ones that I focus in on for the purpose of these presentations. So let's go ahead and dive into our presentation for today. And as always, I will share screen. Here we go. And I gotta make sure I share sound. Love it. Okay. So today is actually a really interesting topic. Let me wait, give me 1 second to make sure I shrink myself and put me over here so you can see. There you go. So the title for today is called You Don't Heal from a Pill, You Heal from a Process. So I chose this topic, and this is my quote, because I've been practicing for 30 years. And one of the biggest things that a client has to overcome is the ingrained doctrine that everything that has a symptom has a pill that can support or cover or heal that particular symptom. And it's at times it can be possible, but what I teach and what I preach is the fact that your body actually heals from a process, and that process is not just a pill, it's an actual process. So it involves a whole mindset and lifestyle. And so that's what we're going to go over today, is what this particular process is all about. Okay? So as always, a disclaimer, I am not a medical doctor. I don't claim to be one. I don't want to be one. So if you have any specific health concerns, or if any of the suggestions that I make during this presentation resonate, I always encourage, please seek the advice of your medical practitioner, because what I share for information does not replace a medical doctor, okay? And that just goes also for any of the different products and tools or what have you that I suggest. That's my disclaimer. Now let's get into this kind of knowledge. So you don't heal from a pill. So the pill, as you can see in this picture, traditionally they automatically go to the concept of when you go to a doctor, the doctor gives you a pill. But when you have a medication or a pill, it's actually a chemical, and the body doesn't necessarily recognize chemicals. And so the chemical or the pill or the medication will have some side effects. That's common. And when you go that route of using medication, it actually just causes and creates a Band-Aid effect on the root cause of the issue. And at times it even masks the symptom, but it doesn't necessarily completely get to that root cause, once again, of the particular symptom and disease. Now, on the flip side, again, I redefine holistic health, holistic healing by saying that healing is a process. So here's what I put together that I find is a nice way of just, putting it all together for you to understand what that process is. So first of all, the process entails finding the root cause. And then secondly, supporting your mental health. Third, targeting the specific pathogen. Fourth, living a healthy lifestyle. And fifth, which I think should be first, but I put it fifth, is to be patient. So the first component to the process is finding the root cause. So finding the root cause, frequency biofeedback scans. The AO scan is my #1 preferred biofeedback scanning tool. And the reason for this is because the AO scan uses frequency technology to scan the body on a cellular level. Imbalances show up on a cellular level weeks or even months before the imbalance shows up in a blood test. So it's non-invasive. So for years, I was actually doing what's called manual biofeedback or muscle response testing. And that took about, a couple hours to do that. By the time I did all the different points in the body, the different body organs, and all the different supplements and herbs, it took quite some time. There was a lot of variables at stake as well. Myself being fatigued as a practitioner, the client feeling fatigued, as a client standing there. And again, it just took time. And so now things have definitely, what's the word, evolved to having biofeedback scanners. I liked several scanners, and there was one particular one that I was using for quite some time, but the AO scanner was my preferred scanner. It was about $40,000 plus practitioner fees to learn it. So at the time, I was not prepared to invest that kind of money to the AO scanner. So when I heard that the AO scanner was able to put that same technology in an app form, it just made my entire career change. And I was really excited. And so I now use the AO scan, and it is my preferred biofeedback scanning tool because it's not only for practitioners like myself, but because it is in an app form, all of you have access to this technology. All of you have access to frequency biofeedback scans because it's an app and you can do it, as you can see, in the palm of your hands. Okay. So the second part of the process is to support your mental health. And sound healing and affirmations are known to support mental health. As a matter of fact, a study published in the Journal of Evidence-Based Integrative Medicine in 2016 found that an hour of sound therapy reduced tension, anger, fatigue, and depressed mood in participants. Just 1 hour. Other research suggests that sound healing can help manage stress, improve sleep, reduce anxiety and depression, and enhance overall well being. And that's from the Mirage News article. Notice this little tidbit. I thought, you know me, I always like to have these extra little tidbits that you just may not have known. There is MRI evidence that suggests that certain neural pathways are increased when people practice self-affirmation tasks, such as repeating positive affirmations daily. Confirmed evidence. I love it for sound healing and affirmations. So some sound healing options that a lot of people are familiar with, you might be as well, is listening to music that actually uplifts your mood. Some people choose classical music or other different genres that, again, uplift your mood. They don't make you angry, right? Or bitter or frustrated or resentment. You want uplifting, positive music, those tones, those tunes. Also, tuning forks. This is also a method of sound healing. Also, bowls, sound healing bowls, as well as solfeggio tones. Some people also go towards some apps that give calming music and things like that. So beautifully enough, there are plenty of resources that give you the opportunity to experience sound healing. And there's a lot of resources and books about affirmations. One of the ones that I actually grew up with in my dad's clinic was Louise Hayes. So Louise Hayes has some beautiful books all about affirmations. And even now, there's other books that are out there because, it's caught on, right? So affirmation books are out there for you to use as a tool. Now, supporting our mental health continued. Sound healing and affirmations support mental health. We already established that. The AO scan, once again, this is my number one preferred sound healing and affirmation source because, again, it's in an app form. So you're getting sound healing. In a moment, I'll demonstrate to share with you what modules of the AO scanner give you this kind of sound healing, these tones, these frequency balancing harmonics in an app form. So literally, it's having these affirmations and these things in the palm of your hand. So I asked the question here, why do I like the AO scanner as my preferred sound healing app? Because it is customized. It's customized sound healing. So again, I mentioned and I showed you the pictures in the previous slide of different options for sound healing. But it takes some time for those things to work because they are not necessarily customized, right? So wouldn't it be an awesome option to be able to scan the body to see which specific sound frequencies are necessary in order to help you feel better mentally and emotionally? And that's what the AO scanner provides, is those kinds of frequency balancing harmonics to do that. And again, it's customized, and the fact that it's an app, it is very convenient in the palm of your hands. As a matter of fact, in the pictures here, I'm showing the bone transducers headset, and we use this, place it right over the head, and we use that for the scanning opportunity with the app. And then you can use headphones as well to listen to your balancing harmonic tone so you can experience customized sound healing. And at this time, I see my little note. This is why I have presentation slides to make sure I stay on track. So let me go ahead and demonstrate that to you and let you see what that actually looks like inside the app itself, okay? So this is the homepage of the app, and you cannot get the app on at the Play Store. You actually have to Google it. It's app.aoscan.com, and that's where you can get the app, and you have access to the software by purchasing the software subscription. It's a monthly subscription. We can talk about that later. So in demonstration of sound healing, one of the most beautiful things that the app offers you is some quick options. So you can click on the module here, and you can use what's called 3-minute boosts. And these 3-minute boosts are not customized, but they do allow for your body to experience sound healing. Okay. Then the app also does what's called the inner voice. So the inner voice, within 10 seconds, it will record your voice, and based on the tones of your voice, will determine which frequency tones you need to balance the tones of the voice, which are an indication of what you're experiencing for stress, for issues, for traumas, whatever it might be, on a subconscious level. And they could be very, very deep. So this is really a powerful way of helping to support your mental and emotional health. So after you do your 10 seconds of your voice, it automatically will scan your voice and it'll give you a report. And this report will share with you your pulse tones. So these are the tones that you would listen to, okay? The pulse tone view allows you to customize your tones for unique listening experience. And you can listen to your tones with different kinds of music in the background. You can listen to your frequency audio tones 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or continuous. You might have had a long day and you want to listen to them continuous, okay? So you have that option. For a quicker, easier option, you could simply click on classic tones, and everything is pre-made for you. So you get the same frequency audio tones that you need, but you press one button, the balancing harmonic button, and you just listen to the pre-made tones this way. It's a beautiful thing. This report also shares with you the insight on, once again, your mental and emotional challenges, which is very eye-opening for a lot of individuals to be able to see what they're emotionally challenged with, and to be able to see what other things can be potentially causing those emotions to be amped up. Yes, you see in this case, parasites. Parasites have personalities, they have frequencies and vibrations, and they do affect your body, including your mood. Have you ever noticed during a full moon, people act very crazy? And you've always heard, right? Parasites during a full moon are very active, right? So yes, there's a complete correlation between different pathogens in the body and how we feel, ups and downs, mood swings, or what have you, okay? So then it also will share, and again, this is just an educational tool for information, but it will also share imbalances and suggestions for you to support the body, okay? And again, this is your emotional inner voice report. So these emotions are affecting, in this case, the kidneys, the large intestine, the reproductive male area. So all of your emotions do affect your physical body. Let me share with you why it's so important to understand how important it is for you to listen to those tones, because your emotions affect your body. They now say, and we've mentioned this before, the CDC, 85%. And in my opinion, with what I've seen over the years, I say easily 90%, if not more. But that's how powerful the emotions are on the body. And that's how much you need to listen to your custom balancing harmonics to help balance the brain to support your mental and emotional health. Okay. So that's a wonderful part of the app that I like to share. And another aspect, we talked about affirmations and all the wonderful books and resources we have for affirmations. So, what if you had a way to be able to tell yourself with your own voice how wonderful you are, how dynamic you are? So, all those things all throughout the day that we might say to ourselves that are negative, and they say it's over 52,000 words that are negative. I am sick and tired, or I'm fat, or I'm this, or I'm that, all those things that are negative. Can you imagine hearing yourself telling yourself positive affirmations? And that's what this app offers you. In the module here, AO Mind Sync, you're able to scan, and you will scan the body to see which affirmation script is the one that your body needs for the moment. Beautiful, beautiful technology. I love this. Once you find the script, you can then click on record custom affirmation. So it will actually share with you a list of affirmations in that category that was suggested for you. So there's categories of I am, health affirmations, prosperity affirmations, memory, morning, evening, positive affirmations, affirmations for self-confidence, and there are more to come. So whichever category is the one for your, based on your scan, you have the opportunity to say those affirmations and your voice is being recorded. Once you have that recording, you can change the music track, the background, if you want something that sounds like a brook or meadow or ocean or different music options. You can also change how loud the music is or your voice is, and there's an offset hertz. The offset hertz makes sure that these affirmations really go deep inside the brain to really tell yourself how wonderful you are. Then you press play. When I tell you how phenomenal it is to hear once again yourself lift you up with your own voice, your own words. And enhance it even to the point where if you say those affirmations to yourself and look in the mirror, how many times have you looked in the mirror and you kind of like don't really look at yourself for whatever reason? That's a subconscious message, right? And so being able to listen to your affirmations in the mirror, it's just completely life changing. So really excited to be able to share with you that aspect of the AO scan technology. So now let's continue with our presentation. Okay. Okay. So continuing with the process. So the next part of the process, part 3, is to target the pathogen. And I just put here the definition of pathogen. A pathogen is any one of the following organisms that causes disease. So naturally, you want to target it. You don't want any organism in the body that causes disease. Fungus, molds, bacteria, parasites, worms, viruses. Now, did you know that a pathogen can be transmitted through bodily fluids, skin contact, airborne particles, contact with feces, and passed down through DNA or inherited? So that's a powerful thing. So if someone from the past, and who knows, again, I always say we're 6,000 years old, right? The human body, if someone back in the day had different pathogens, syphilis, gonorrhea, cancer, whatever it might be, those things can be passed down through DNA, so you can inherit those things. So here we go, continuing with that line of thought. Is there a way to offset or destroy or shatter or create an environment that these pathogens cannot survive? So in my opinion, Frequency energy medicine is one of the top ways to do that. It's very quick. And I naturally love the AO scanner, and it's my preferred frequency generator app to do this. Also, there's several different herbs like olive leaf and pardako and black seed oil, grapefruit seed extract, black walnut, artemisia, and so many more wonderful herbs that our creator gave to us that we have access to help to get rid of pathogens and support the immune system. Also, there's a item called methylene blue, and this might be a little bit new to some of you, but in a article I quoted here, Performance Medicine, it says not only does it kill bacteria, viruses, and parasites, but it is also very good for intestinal yeast. And this is according to Tom Rogers. So if any of you would like to do more research on methylene blue, it's absolutely wonderful. And then I prefer Solex, their methylene blue product, in doing my own personal research. And the reason why is because it actually contains colloidal gold, silver, and copper solutions. And it's also in a nanotechnology form. So nanotechnology meaning the particles are so small, they're on a nano level, okay? And so that nanoparticle can go directly into the body, and it's wonderful because our digestive systems, unfortunately, are extremely challenged. And so absorption rate has decreased throughout the past few years because of our digestive system. So when you break down foods and supplements and herbs or what have you, it takes longer and it's more time in order to digest these particular things. But when you have nanotechnology products like the ones that are provided by Solex, your body's getting them directly to the bloodstream, and it's a much faster rate, and you're getting more of the components in the ingredients. So it's very good to have that nanotechnology. And then please make note that with all herbs and supplements, to ask your doctor prior to use. Again, these are suggestions, but always run things by your medical physician if you're using anything, okay? So let me share with you a little demonstration as to the frequency generator app that I use. We'll go back to the app. And actually, before I do that, I'm going to show you a quick snippet of a video that I find is really powerful. And this is actually from Dr. Anthony Holland. And the video is entitled Shattering Cancer with Resonant Frequencies. And this part of the video, if you notice in the picture, this is under a microscope, and this is actually a pathogen. I believe this one's a bacteria. And what he did was he has a frequency generator, and the frequency generator broadcasted the frequency to this particular pathogen, and you can see it's actually breaking up and destroying that pathogen. So I'll give you a little bit of a live view as to this happening.
We showed these videos to our friends in the biology department. They said they hadn't seen anything quite like it. Seems to be a new phenomenon. These organisms are being shattered by our electronic signals. This is a harmless organism, almost friendly, a little blepharisma. And normally they're very fast swimmers, but when you approach a frequency to which they are vulnerable, they begin to slow down, then they stop, and then they begin to disintegrate within about 3 minutes.
Okay. So if any of you would like to see that whole video, it is a phenomenal video, and there's so many more like it. Okay, so really enjoy, do a deep dive, and be convinced, like I'm convinced, how powerful frequencies are. And let me show you my preferred frequency generator, which again is in the app form, the AO scan. And if we go under the module here of SEFI, okay, you have all these different options. I love it. So one in particular, I'll just go to the frequency, quantum frequency. So these are all the frequencies of that Dr. Reif had found years ago. He was ahead of his time, just like Tesla, just like Einstein. So all these individuals were ahead of their time. So as you can see, all of these different issues, okay, that are caused by pathogens, you have access to And let's just pick one. Let's pick, I'll go slow so you can see some different ones. A common one. Let's go with digestion. Okay. Actually, I had a client text me, Temna, can you please send me some frequencies for digestion? Because the poor thing was having gas pains. She ate something she typically shouldn't eat and was suffering the consequences. So I clicked on digestion, and you have options. Once you click the frequency, you have options to, and this is a fractal amplifier. You can place an imprintable item on the fractal amplifier, like a ring. This is a specific ring from Solex. It's imprintable. Or a bracelet. I have the bracelets from Solex. They're imprintable. And you just place the bracelet or the ring on top of the screen, and you're going to click imprint. And I don't know if you can hear that, but you can actually hear the frequencies that are being imprinted on that imprintable item. Okay. It takes about 15, 20 seconds for it to imprint, or another option you have, and then you can wear it, and that'll support the body. But in her case, I actually broadcasted her the frequencies. And because she was very uncomfortable, I decided to do what's called a continuous frequency broadcast. And that frequency was broadcasted to her. And then I checked in with her within like 20 minutes. Hey, how you doing? And obviously I'm not going to share names. And she said she noticed that she felt better. And she did release the gas in her own way. And I was ever so happy to be able to help her in this way. But once again, frequencies work quickly. And that's why one of the benefits that I love about them. So you have access to all of these different frequencies in the SEFI, and you have options to work with them. You can even create your own custom playlist by adding the different frequencies. So it's nice because you can pre-make them and you can broadcast them or imprint them onto an imprintable item just the same. Okay. Okay, so let me go back and share with you the presentation. Okay. Okay, perfect. So again, continuing with the process, the step 4 of the process is living a healthy lifestyle. Diet, water, exercise, sunlight. I have other videos that go over all of these things individually, but I put them all together under the umbrella of living a healthy lifestyle. There is no way on this planet that anyone can convince me or anyone else that these 4 things are extremely valuable in taking care of your health. Your body needs, flourishes, and sustains its life with these things a part of your life. So even though we hear them all the time, if you're not doing them, then it's not doing you any good. And your body's going to reap or not reap what you are or are not doing. That sounds like a tongue twister, but you get what I mean. It's very, very important to understand that these components are a valuable foundation to your health. So living a healthy lifestyle. Next, number 5, be patient. Oh my goodness, be patient. Think about all the years you may have been suffering. Think about all the time that you may have been going through what you've been going through. It might have been a month, 2 months, 5 months, a year. And then take that same concept and remember your organs have been going through that same state of dis-ease. So they need some time to process and heal themselves from what has been going on for years, decades, or even just the past few weeks. But the idea is to be patient, work with your body. The laws of healing state that it takes a minimum of 3 months. These are the laws of healing. This isn't Temna saying this, it's made up or whatever. No, this is actually how the body works. That's why you hear of programs being 12 months or, even seeing the physician, it takes, 12 weeks, things healing 3 months or what have you, because that's what it takes is a minimum of 3 months for the body to heal itself down to that cellular level. And then you add 1 month for each year that you've had the symptoms. So if you've had arthritis for 5 years, then you're going to have to support your body and be patient with the steps that I just shared for a minimum of 3 months. And then because it's 1 month for each year, so if it was arthritis, as the example I just stated, is for 5 months, and you would add 5 months to the 3 months, so 8 months to allow your body to go through that healing process. And during that healing process, you're going to have wonderful days and you're going to have days where you just don't feel so well. And that's because the body, when it heals, you feel amazing as it's healing. And then all of a sudden the body says, hey, you know what? I feel strong. I feel strong enough that I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning. And that's when it cleanses itself of pathogens or negative emotions that it's been suppressing and holding on to for your survival for quite some time. Once it's done during that process, and typically that will take anywhere from 3 to 5 days, you'll notice you might have cold-like symptoms or flu-like symptoms or what have you. You might have to rest. Your body's trying to process, so rest. So listen to your body. And then after that, you feel even better than you did before. Okay. So that cycle will happen frequently at first, and then all of a sudden you'll see that happen further and further apart until finally you'll be able to see the benefits and just maintain your gains of because you feel much better and your body has reached that optimal health potential. Make sense? I think it does. So be patient. And then lastly, the last part of the process is you will get results. You will get results. Your body will feel so much better mentally, emotionally, and physically. So it is worth it. It's worth not only going through the transformation, but it's worth maintaining because you will not want to feel the way you felt, years prior to you actually going through the process of healing. And I have 2 wonderful testimonials here. I'm not going to play them now, but I just wanted you to be able to know that I have testimonials on my YouTube that I'm always uploading. So feel free to take a look. We have this wonderful young lady, Evan Stratton, who was gracious enough to give a testimonial and her journey on my rebuild program. And then also we have this other young lady, Charlene, she was able to give us her testimonial, and she was actually in a wheelchair. She's also a nurse. So that's a wonderful testimonial to hear. Now she's doing much better. But it's nice to see and hear from people who actually went through the program of healing and getting their results. So you'll see plenty of videos. And if you don't mind liking, giving my videos a thumbs up. And if there's anything else that you would like for me to talk about during my presentations, I'm always doing these Wellness Wednesday, Quantum Wellness Wednesday presentation. Feel free to give me a text message and say, hey, Temna, would you mind doing a Wellness Wednesday on a particular topic? I would be more than happy to share, because by me sharing, it's how you learn. And when you learn, that knowledge will help you to and move you to action. So I enjoy doing that. Oh, all right, so and here we go. Yeah. Okay, let me try to do it this way. Okay. So what's the next thing for you to do? The next thing for you to do is get started. Why wait another day? If you're not feeling well, why wait another day of not feeling well when now you have options? Okay. So I have here my information. You can either call or text. I am ready. And that's the number 704-368-4447. I would love to start working with you. I really love and have a passion for what I do. I love seeing people transform and feel better. I love hearing your frustrations and your moments of, I don't want to do this anymore. And I'm like, nope, you got this. And then whatever I said was perfect timing, and I changed your mindset and shared with you things that to help you keep moving and motivated. We go over your biofeedback scans. I share with you the different suggestions for herbs and nutrition and things like that. It's a complete program. So it'll get you on track. That's the important thing. You can also visit www.solexglobal.com, and this is Solex's main website. There they have more information about the products that I shared with you tonight. If you have someone that invited you to the Quantum Wellness Wednesday this evening, feel free to go back to them. They also have access and will help you, be more than willing to help you to get the app and the different items that were mentioned here as well. I am an affiliate of Solex Global. That's how much I really enjoyed and believe in the app, the technology, as well as their products. So I decided to be an affiliate. So feel free to use my name. And again, if anyone else has referred you to this presentation, feel free to use their name as well. Once again, you are not able to get the app, that subscription, from the App Store. You have to have an affiliate show you how to do that. And I have time this afternoon if you'd like for me to walk you through that. I don't mind at all. Or if you want to connect with your affiliate and get started, then you can do that as well. But it's very, very valuable, and it will change your life, absolutely change your life as it has thousands of others. Okay. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to open the presentation now to anyone that has any specific questions, or if you'd like for me to demonstrate anything specific with the app, or if you are someone who is using the app already and you're using it as a daily routine, if you want to share with the others that might be new, what kind of a routine do you have established, or anything that you've noticed it has helped you with? Like if it's been a headache and it only took about 2 minutes versus, actually I had somebody the other day that broke their arm and they ran the frequencies for pain and healing and all those different frequencies in a playlist, excuse me. And they said within minutes, their pain went from, a 10 down to a 4. So it works. It works. And if I could yell on top of a mountain to have United States of America, United States of America to hear and understand how beneficial this is as a tool and doing things holistically, I wish I could, but I'll do it, one person at a time and one presentation at a time. Okay, perfect. So would anyone like to share anything specific? Okay, Zena, I see your hand.
Oh, Timna, would you please share who should not take blue? I have a couple of people on here, and I want to make sure they know that.
Yes. So because blue is not an herb or it's not a plant or anything like that, there are some people that specifically need to use caution in using blue. And in particular, I'm just going to hone in on if anyone has any specific kidney issues, you don't want to use blue. So if you have like if you're on dialysis, then you don't want to use blue. And so hopefully, yes, if any of you, and that's why I always say, make sure with any of the supplements, it's always important to go back to your doctor if you're taking medications to make sure there's no contraindications with what you're doing. Okay. Thank you, Zena. All right. Anyone want to share? Comments, questions?
I will ask of you. Great presentation. Thank you very much, Timna.
Sure.
I will ask of you to take your demo client perhaps and give us an example, and I can give you some imbalances and suggestions from a vital scan, unless you have something already there of your demonstration client. Give us an example of how we can look at our report, that area, and create a playlist.
Oh, I like that one.
Took me forever to get there, but
Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen. And actually,